started on borrowed kitchen space. We would work, people would just let us into their kitchens early in the morning to try out recipes. You know, we had these tasting parties for our biscuits just to make sure our recipe was dialed and, you know, we were putting out a good product.
So I arrived in Oregon in 2004. Walt and Brian were both already living here. They're friends of mine from back in North Carolina.
One thing that we noticed particularly was a need for a good breakfast spot that did fast-to-go breakfast sandwiches.
If anyone comes to town and they're asking where to go, this is the place that I would say, just because it's standard, dude. The Reggie is fried chicken with bacon and cheese on top, and then gravy all over the biscuits. I like it because it tastes better than my mom's biscuits and gravy, and then the fried chicken is huge, juicy, the bacon is crispy, and the cheese is melty.
People that come in and have heard about the Reggie and the legend of the Reggie, they're still blown away when they've seen it put up on the bar and just teetering there with the egg and gravy and cheese oozing off of it. They've never seen anything like it. They can't wait to sink their teeth into it.
Texas Pete is definitely a prime ingredient. You might even call it a secret ingredient to our chicken. So everyone who's ordering chicken at Pine State is getting some flavor from Texas Pete. It adds a component of heat, but it also adds a component of flavor.
When they try it, I think that they see that it is unlike any other hot sauce, that it has a flavor that is unique onto its own.
Here, we really didn't know how we were going to get Texas Pete. I think we were flying back home and bootlegging it, like bringing bottles of it in our suitcase.
It's part of our soak, part of our dredge. It's where all the flavor really comes from in our buttermilk fried chicken, in my opinion. Portland sits, you know, about halfway in between Mount Hood and the Coast Range, and there's a ton of natural beauty out here. And it's one of the things that inspired us when we were set out to do our restaurant. What would be good food for people living in a climate like this?
So I think everyone loved the originality of the idea, at least as it sits here in the Northwest. You know, back in the South, it's not as original, but I think people really love the concept. They love the vibe when they walk in, the warmth of the place. The biggest compliments we get are from people who are familiar with this kind of food from the South.
We're not doing anything that's really too far off from what we grew up with and what we understand. And what I think people really appreciate about it out here in Portland is the sense of Southern hospitality, which we try and bring to the table. So along with really traditional recipes, everyone's always greeted with a smile, thank you, good morning, and do our best to try and bring a little bit of that North Carolina feel out here to Portland.